Welcome back, travelers from near and far. I'm your host and storyteller, Timothy Magic. Please, make yourself comfortable and join me for a wondrous tale. Tonight I'm going to be sharing with you a legend from the first people of the Great Lakes and Mississippi Valley regions. As in many traditions around the world, these words did not appear in print for many generations. They were handed down from elder to youth. You may have heard other versions of these legends throughout the region, some longer or shorter, or some names and locations changed. But if this is your first time hearing these words, I hope you will enjoy. With that, I bring you When the Orphan Trapped the Sun by the Ojibwa people. Animals and men lived on the earth in the beginning. The animals killed all the people, except a girl and her tiny brother, who hid from them. The brother did not grow at all. Therefore, when the sister collected firewood, she took him with her. She made him a bow and arrow. One day she said, "Now I must leave you for a while. Soon the snowbirds will come and pick the worms out of the firewood I have cut. Shoot one of them and bring it to me." The boy waited. Birds came and he shot at them with his arrows. He could not kill one. The next day he shot at them again. Then he killed one. He came back to the wigwam with a bird. He said, "My sister, skin it. I will wear the skin of the snowbirds." "What shall we do with the body?" she asked. "Cut it in two. We will put it in our broth." Now at that time, the animals were very large. People did not eat them. The boy killed 10 snowbirds. Then the sister made a coat for him. One day he said, "Are we alone on the earth plane?" She said, "The animals who live in such a place have killed all our relatives. We must never go there." Therefore, he went in that direction. Now he walked a long while and met no one. Then he lay down on a knoll where the sun had melted the snow. He fell asleep. Then Sun looked down at him and burned his bird-skin coat. He tightened it so the boy was bound into it. When he awoke, the boy said to Sun, "You are not too high. I will pay you back." He went home. He said to his sister, "Sun has spoiled my coat." He would not eat. He lay down on the ground. He lay 10 days on one side, and then he turned over and lay 10 days on the other side. At last he rose. He said to his sister, "Make me a snare. I shall catch Sun." She said, "I have no string." The boy said, "Make a string." Then she remembered a bit of dried sinew that her father had had, so she made a snare for him. The boy said, "That will not do. Make a better snare." She said, "I have no string." At last she remembered. She cut off some of her hair and made a string for him. The boy said, "That will not do. Make me a noose." She thought again. Then she remembered. She went out of the wigwam. She took up some willow, and she made a braid out of the willow branches. The boy said, "This will do," and he was much pleased. When he took it, it became a long red cord. There was much of it. He wound it around his body. The boy left the wigwam while the sun was at home. He did this so he might catch him as he came over the edge of the earth. He put the noose on the spot where the sun came over the edge. When the sun came along, the noose caught him by the head and was held tight, so he could not follow his trail in the skyland. Now, the animals who ruled the world were frightened because Sun did not follow the trail. They said, "What shall we do?" So they called a great council. They said, "We must send somebody to cut the noose." Thus they spoke in the council. Now, all the animals were afraid to cut the cord. Sun was so hot he would burn them. At last, Dormouse said, "I will go." He stood up in the council. He was as high as a mountain. He was the largest of all the animals. When Dormouse reached the place where the sun was snared, his fur began to singe and his back to burn. It was very hot. Dormouse cut the cord with his teeth, but so much of him is burned up, it became very small. Therefore, Dormouse is the smallest of the animals. Thank you for joining me this evening. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's reading. If you have, Kindly let other travelers know where they may relax and enjoy a good story. I hope to see you again soon, good wayfarer. Until then, may your journey be a safe one.